Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's been a Deem here. I've just got a quick little update for you on the channel. It's been a while since we really talked about, what projects I got going on and whatnot. But I just got back from the Cortland show and I had the Red Devil on turf skis and the Silver Bullet, just like I had at Carthage. But I got some goodies. Huge shout out to my friend Chris. He got me these parts and ended up picking up this mini bike frame for my dad that he bought. So yeah, the mini bike's my dad's, and then he had an Olympic that he got that he wasn't really going to do much with, and it was just in really bad shape, so he ended up scrapping it. But I had him grab all the chrome off it, so we got a couple grab bars here, front grab bar, rear grab bar. That should fit. Could find something that will fit. I was curious about these handlebars because the ones on the Devil are bent, and I think these might clean up pretty decent. I don't know if they're going to be worthwhile. And the front, we'll call it the hood trim, the chrome 2-piece. That's not in super good shape, but it's definitely better if you have nothing. And then we got an aftermarket windshield, so I'm thinking that might find its way onto my Caboose. Not sure yet, but definitely find something for it. But yeah, again, huge shout out to my friend Chris. Let's head into the shop and just talk about a couple things. The plan for this year was to get the 71 buttoned up, but there hasn't been much movement, unfortunately. This just isn't a priority of mine right now, and this time of year is impossible to have any free time. So, being that we are getting so close to winter, it's really crunch time to get some sleds ready, and among other things. But as far as vintage snowmobiles go, I am planning on taking the 71 off the lift for now, and we got to get the 65 running. I have a pretty good idea what it needs, but there's some other things I want to do to take care of a few minor things, but the main thing is just getting that running again. It really kills me that doesn't run. It's that's the one that always ran, you know what I mean? So, and then not in the shop, still in the trailer, the Silver Bullet, because that, if all goes well, is going to be my main rider for this year, this winter. So yeah, unfortunately, I've got paint work to do on this, and fall weather in New York State is unpredictable, so I'm not going to bank on being able to get that wrapped up. So I'll just get it off the lift and set it aside for now. I don't want to do that, but like I said, the 65 and the Bullet are the priority for me. Also, the Toad needs some maintenance, and that's going to be vital. That's always a vital piece of the operation here, to make sure that we can have smooth trails to ride on. That does an awesome job grooming, but just needs some TLC and maintenance, as they all do. But beyond that, beyond vintage snowmobiles, as you guys know, I'm into the Aaron's snowblowers. I picked up this late 90s ST 1336 Pro model. That's going to be my main, we'll call it my daily driver snowblower that I'm going to have at my place. Gonna go through all that. It's been very well maintained, but I just want to drop all the fluids and possibly even replace the belts just so everything is fresh. I'll probably do a video on that. The Track Team Predator that I've got the more on now currently, that's, I'm pretty happy with how that turned out, but I'd like to get some more runtime on it. But then that's going to need the snowblower put on it, and hopefully the engine break-in will be complete, and I'll drop the oil and put the 5W30 for winter in that. Beyond that, there's my good Aaron's snowblower. I would like to maybe do a video on that, tell the story about that machine. It was a pretty fun machine to have for this winter that we just went through. Beyond that, there is my old snowblower, which probably gonna have my dad using at his house up for his deck and around the cars and everything, so we'll want to get that ready. And then there's the 1965 Aaron's that needs to be gone through, and I hope to be able to use that this winter. Why do I need so many snowblowers? I have no idea. Maybe one per building. I think that's the trend that I'm starting, so I won't have to walk them as far across the property. I could just have a different one for every building. I don't know, but the Aaron's are a distraction for sure from the vintage sleds, but after the winter we had, it was a good distraction to have because that machine ran flawlessly and was great to have around the shop, and I had it at my place a couple times too, and it worked amazing. I mean, you can't kill these old blowers. So the snow blowers are definitely a distraction, but I definitely enjoy them too. So that's kind of where we're at. I'm gonna try to make some content on the work I do on the 65 and the Silver Bullet. I'm not really interested in doing how-to videos, but maybe some progress videos, so we'll see what I can put together. Definitely gonna do some videos on the Aaron's and getting them ready. And I don't really have plans to go to too many shows. There's a couple in December that I want to do, and I will of course have the camera rolling for those. So I appreciate everyone that's sticking with the channel, and it bums me out that I'm not going to get the 71 to where I'd want it, but I'm not going to rush through it just to get it done. I'm going to do it the way that I want to do it, and hopefully have it turn out good, at least to the best of my ability. And we'll shoot for next winter on this probably, but you never know, I might get lucky with some nice warm November weather that's good for painting, but I'm not going to hold my breath. So thank you for watching, everybody. I'm going to hopefully upload this tomorrow, and then I'll work on the video walk around of the Cortland show. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, please do so that you can get notified when I post vintage sled videos, because that's mainly why we're here, right? So thank you very much. Have a good rest of your day.